Hello, honors and honors algebra. This is your video lesson for translations and reflections. It's Thursday, April 18th. The sub should have given you a 2-page packet. Forgive my dog barking in the background. And the first page is a notes page for translation. And the second notes page is for reflection. So we're going to talk a little bit about each. And what you will need to do once you've watched this video is you will complete both pages for homework. So let's get started. Alright, so let's start with translations. If you notice at the top of the page, there's a definition and it says a translation is when a figure is translated, every point is moved the same distance and in the same direction. A translated figure is congruent to the original figure and has the same orientation, which means congruent means it's the same size, and orientation means it has not turned. So if you look at example number 1 that they have, let's see if I can figure out how to move it a little bit. It says to find the corresponding points for vertex A, you are going to, the example says, draw the image of quadrilateral ABCD after a translation of 2 units right and 3 units up. Now, what might happen when you guys are taking iLearn, instead of saying that, they might actually say, if you go 2 units right, that's always talking about the x-axis, so they might write x plus 2, comma, and then 3 units up, that would be y, because the y is the vertical, so y plus 3. So they could write the rule like that. So all we're going to do is we're going to take the shape, and we're going to move it 2 units right, 3 units up. And it really doesn't matter. You can go 3 units up and then 2 units right. So if you look at point A, they went 2 units right and 3 units up. And they wrote A with a little mark, that's called A prime. Anytime you make a new point, you put a little prime on it so you can tell what were the original points and what were the old points. And you have to do that with all 4. And then if you notice in the picture below, the trapezoid has moved 2 units right and 3 units up. Alright, so I'm at the bottom of the page, and we're going to do number 1 together, and I think we only need to do one problem, because I'm pretty sure you'll understand this once we do it. So the rule says that we are going to translate our shape 5 units right and 4 units down. It does not matter which point you actually start with. So if I was going to write this rule a different way, alright, so if I was going to write this rule a different way, we could write it x plus 5, because it's 5 units right, and that is your horizontal. Oops, I didn't mean to put a parentheses yet. And then we would put comma, and then 4 units down, well, the vertical is your y, so we would put y minus 4. So that's another way you could actually see the rule written, okay? So we're going to take each point and we're going to move it 5 units right, 4 units down. And again, you don't have to necessarily do the x first. You can go either way. So I'm going to start with t. So if I go 5 units right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 units down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here is my new t. And of course, we're going to put a little prime on it because that stands for new. Alright, and then S, I'm going to go 5 units right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my new S is here. And you don't have to put the little dots like I'm doing to count, because I just am showing that for effect. You, of course, don't have to do that. If I look at R and I go 5 units right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's R prime. So, of course, I'm going to connect them. And if you notice, my shape should be congruent, which means it's equal. And all it should have done was, I call it slide. So, there is number 1. All right, so let's talk about what you guys have to do on the translation page. So if you look on page 45, which is where we're at right now, there's 4 problems to do. And then if you turn your paper over, you'll notice there are 6 graphs on the back. The first 2 don't have any shapes. So you actually have to start by drawing the original shape, and you need to label your points. You can use whatever letters you want, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. And then you need to translate whatever it says to do. And your new shape, you'll want to label that with primes. If you look at the second 2 problems, you'll notice one looks kind of like a kite, and then there is one that is dotted. What it says is you're not going to actually translate anything. You're going to tell me what the rule is. And you can write it either, such as 5 units right, 4 units down, or you can write it as an ordered pair like I've shown you how to do. And the same thing with the star problem. All right, and then in the bottom left-hand corner, it kind of looks like a flower. That says you're going to translate that shape 3 units right and 2 units down. And then you will notice there is a blank graph with nothing on it. So what I want you to do there is I want you to create your own shape, label it, and then I want you to create your own rule, and then I want you to move your shape whatever rule you want. So you're kind of creating your own problem. All right, so that's the translation page. Now we're going to go to the reflection page. All right, so I just copied the top of the page on the reflection. Let's read the directions or the definition together. So a reflection is when a figure is reflected across a line. And we can actually reflect a shape over the x-axis, over the y-axis. I could tell you to reflect over x equals 1, the line, or I could say reflect over the line y equals -3. All of those are what you'll be given directions as to what to do. Okay, so every point on the reflection is the same distance from the line of reflection as the corresponding point on the original figure. Now, think about a reflection is like a mirror. Everything is the same size. The only problem is in a mirror, everything is backwards. So what you should see when you're done with the reflection is the same shape. It should just be flipped. All right, the image is congruent, which means the same size to the original figure, but the orientation of the image is different from that of the original figure. So if you look at example 1, it says, draw the image of quadrilateral ABCD after a reflection over the given line. So if you look over here to the right, over here, here's my given shape, and they drew a line. What they mean is they want us to reflect over that line. Now, that's not necessarily the x-axis, but it could be, and they could have said reflect over the x-axis. All right, so let's go to the next page, or next part of this. All right, so if you look at step 2, you will notice it says to find the corresponding point for vertex A, move along the line through vertex A perpendicular to the line of reflection until you are 3 units from the line on the opposite side. To me, that sounds extremely confusing. So this is what I do. So if I go up here and I draw my line that I'm reflecting across, okay, and I look at point A. If I look at A, it is 3 points from the red line. So that means my new A is going to be on the same vertical line, but 3 points away from the red line. So 1, 2, 3. Here's going to be my new A, if I can actually hit that point, and there's my A prime. So and you'll notice it's in the same spot, it's just the opposite side of the reflection line. All right, so if you look at the second picture they showed us, they've actually shown you where all of the points A, B, C, and D are going to go. And then in step 3, you'll notice they connected the points and they put primes on them. So you can see here is the original shape, and then here is the new shape. So it's the same shape, same size, it's just flipped over. That's called a reflection. All right, so again, we'll do a couple of problems together. So if you notice, we're given the shape RST, and we are supposed to be reflecting it over this line right here. Now, it doesn't say that that is, but they could have told us that that's the y-axis and we're reflecting over the y-axis. So if I look at R is one box away from the blue line. So I know my new R is going to be one box on this side. So here is my R prime. Okay, if I look at the S, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes away from the vertical line. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's my new S prime. And then my T is down here, and it's 1, 2, 3 away from the blue line. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 from the blue line. And here is my new T prime. And I'm going to connect them. Oops, I forgot to put my R prime. So I'm going to connect them, R, S, T. I have the same triangle, same size. It's just flipped over the vertical line that they gave us to reflect through. Okay, we're going to move on. Okay, so I've moved to the back of the page, and we're going to do number 1 together. So on this side of the page, or I guess it's not number 1, I'm sorry, it's number 4. So if you look, I didn't give you a beginning shape, so we have to start by graphing the beginning shape. So of course, be careful, plot your points, and make sure you label them. So -4, 1. Well, if I can make my point, there's my A. And then B is -2, 3. So here's my B. And then C is 0, -3. So here's C. And D is -3, -2. So 3 left, 2 down. So I'm going to connect my points in order. A, B, C, D, back to A. So you'll notice I have a quadrilateral. And then it says reflect over the y-axis. Now, I will tell you the most common mistake when doing reflections is we reflect over the wrong axis. So here's what I suggest doing. I suggest you highlight what axis you are actually reflecting over so that you don't forget. So I'm reflecting over the y-axis, so I'm going to highlight the y-axis. All right, so now I'm going to start with point B. If you notice, point B is 2 away from the yellow line, so I'm going to go 2 to the right over here. And here's new B. All right, and if you notice, C is very interesting. C is actually, and it doesn't matter what order you actually reflect these, as long as you connect the letters in order. Notice C is on the actual reflection line. That means the new C is also going to be on the reflection line, so C prime. Okay, D is what? 3 away from the -2 line, so 1, 2, 3. Here is my new D. All right, and then my A is 1, 2, 3, 4 away from the 1. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and put my A prime. Okay, and notice I didn't do them in order. It doesn't matter, but I do want to connect in order. So I'm going to go A to B, B to C, C to D, and D to A. And of course, try to make them straight. I'm not going to force you to use a ruler, but try to make them straight. If you notice, my original picture wasn't very good, but my second one looked better. Now, if when you do a reflection, your two shapes are not congruent and they don't look alike, well, that would be a sign that you probably did not do your reflection correctly. Okay, so your homework that is due Friday is to complete all of the reflections and all the translations, so this packet should be complete by Friday. All right, and you also have Weekly Skills 6 to work on. And if you finish this packet, you need to go to the sub, and the sub will also have the practice skills 2 to work on, which I would like to have you have it done before Friday. If not, we can do it in class on Friday, but if you have a chance on Thursday, I'd like you to go ahead and start that. All right, well, have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow.